What's up, party people? Hello. Jordan's eating. I'm about to eat. Just a little snacky snack, but you know.
A little snacky snack?
Yeah. One of these little Unreal bars. I gave one to my dad the other day. He was like, Unreal? Is it unreal how much it tastes like Mounds? Because it's just like coconut covered in chocolate.
It sounds like the same thing.
It is. This one is bought at Costco, so it's probably cheaper.
That's fair. That's fair. How are we, everyone? Happy birthday to Coley. Shout out, Coley. How are we doing in chat? Look at all you peeps in here.
Shout out especially to Coley, because Coley is like a fucking day oneer. Coley's been around since the
beginning.
Since Coley was like one of the first Outer Darkness tier patrons.
Yeah, up there with
Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Sage is a long hauler too.
Yep.
So shout out to all them. Melissa's a long hauler too.
Then shout out to all our regulars. Tim, the Void.
Yes. Sage definitely earned his mod spot because he was back during the TikTok only live stream age.
It's true.
Way long time ago.
Shout out to the members. Megan, Sam, Brittany, P.
Shout out to the OGs. Julia's also an OG.
Downey 1202.
Long timer. Shout out to all of the
Colleen.
Patrons.
Yeah.
And all the members. You can see the members in there with their name is in color. They have a little badge.
It's very cute.
If you're like just vibing in Outer Darkness, who is also a long timer, you can do a little announcement every month for your membership. So that's pretty cool. Also,
Mishi,
you don't even have to
84.
listen to this bullshit that we're doing right now. If you are a member or a patron, you can go see tomorrow's episode. You
right
just
now.
go watch that right now, because
It's
5 minutes ago. Yeah, 5 minutes ago it should have gone up.
Members and patrons, it's already there for you.
The patrons, unfortunately, they are just among you. They live regular lives. But know this, that if they are patrons, they are also fucking awesome.
Yes.
Everybody here is awesome. So happy to see everybody.
Yes.
Love it.
We got so many cool peeps up in here today. Kara in here, long timer.
Yeah, I am not feeling good.
Another long timer. Look at y'all. Jen Bundy Fridays is in here.
Shout out to the mods.
Yes.
Let's go.
Tennessee drag law has been overturned by a federal judge. Oh, hell yeah. What's up with that?
Wow, the Fed doing the right thing. What a fucking concept. But yeah, get wrecked, Tennessee bigots. Baloney is doing okay.
We have some news on Baloney.
Oh, yeah.
Last time?
I think we had just taken him to the dentist that day or the day before. I can't remember. Did we talk about the dentist with Baloney?
I don't know if we did. We are getting settled in our new house. It is
Everybody's so creative.
Mostly unpacked by this point.
Yeah. We just whipped out a couple boxes worth of clothes the other day. We're getting them washed and put away. So we're getting really close there.
Starting my MSW in 2 months. Any tips?
In the chat, not of the chat. That is the way to describe the patrons.
Best tip I can give that was given to me by my own therapist who has an MSW.
This is some based fucking...
Nobody gives a shit about your grades. When you're a therapist like me now, my boss did not ask what my grades were. She, in fact, told me the same thing. Nobody gives a shit. So do what you got to do to pass so you don't go insane from all the work.
Don't go cuckoo
So
brain.
whatever your program says you need to do to pass, hit that. Don't push yourself any harder because you'll burn out. There's my tip.
Hair care with McKay. No, you don't. I'm actually looking for. I'm gonna switch up my shampoos because I feel like my conditioner has been like total right now. So I might try Tea Tree Paul Mitchell again because I used to like that a lot.
I guess we didn't talk about bologna last time.
Okay, so I guess it was 2 weeks now. 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, because it was on a Thursday that we went, and then we didn't stream last week. So we took Bologna to a dental specialist, and oh yeah, because we were talking about how we thought it was what they were thinking at the general vet. Yeah, what was that? Stomatitis. Luckily, the vet took a look at him, and she was like, "No, he doesn't have stomatitis." So that's good. Obviously, it does suck a little bit because now we still don't know what he has. We don't know why his chin gets all swollen. And even worse is he's completed that whole thing of antibiotics and nothing. So, Biolage? I don't think so. I think maybe my mom used to use it, in which case I might have used it before, but anyway.
So, did you say what we have to do now?
So we are going to, she thinks it's probably dermatological. Is that a word? And so we're going to take him to a little dermatology specialist.
Yeah, a little dermatology specialist. Let me tell you about this dermatology specialist. So first of all, I didn't know cat dermatologists were a thing, okay? So I learned
probably because they hardly are a thing.
They hardly are a thing.
Uncommon.
There's like 5 of them in our state. Like in our entire vast Colorado state, there's 5 cat dermatologists. And most of them have an insane wait list. And the only reason we got in sooner was because they had a cancellation. We were on the cancellation list and we called back really fast. And so it's not a teeth issue, apparently. So he gets to keep his teeth. However, baseline for the cat dermatologist, $650 first visit. First visit with this. And I mean, I get it. It's a specialist. Like, they deserve it. You know, yada yada. But it's still $650 fucking bucks.
I know. Just for
this freaking cat.
Our little idiot.
I think it's a food allergy. I think he's allergic to something, and that's why it kind of comes and goes.
We got a allergist or an allergy sensitive food, so we'll see how that.
We'll slowly work that in and see if it makes any difference.
We'll see how that goes.
He's gonna have to go no matter what. So, $650. Better figure out what the hell's wrong with you. He's down here.
Yeah, homie.
But yeah. I'm a cat dermatologist. Seriously. Like, who the fuck? What is it?
Ain't no way. If you're a cat dermatologist, you don't want to have to explain that. If somebody asks what you do, you're saying, I'm a dermatologist. That's it.
That's it.
Time for the only pause.
New Mexico has only 3 human dermatologists. See, that's what I'm saying. $650
How are there only 3 human dermatologists? Or is that just like...
There's a bunch of dermatologists up in here.
Is that just being hyperbolic? Yes, hopefully we get Bologna feeling better soon. Luckily, he has like no change in behavior. He's dumb as ever, and he's living his best life. So
$650 includes like their initial testing, I guess, to figure out what exactly it is that he has the allergy for. So that's like part of it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going a long way.
Like, it's more comprehensive, but still $650 freaking bucks. Like, I've had cats my whole life, and I don't think I've ever spent $650 on a cat. And my first cat lived to be like 15.
Yeah, right.
And we didn't spend a dime on him.
My childhood dog, I think we maybe spent $650 on vet visits over her entire lifespan. Maybe. And one of those was for an injury too. Who said it? Kara asked if we miss Utah. No. Absolutely fucking not. The only thing I do miss about Utah is one of the grocery stores they had there, because it slapped pretty hard.
It does. Cheyenne said, I was just talking to a Mormon guy on Bumble just now, and I told him I was watching a live stream, and he searched y'all up. Uh-oh. Was it traumatizing?
Uh-oh. Shout out to that guy.
See,
If you're still here,
sorry.
choose wisely.
Sorry.
Choose wisely. Be nice to our people.
Yes, please update. See, we didn't have pet insurance. I've never had pet insurance. Dumb of our asses to not have it. Apparently it's important. But now that he might potentially have this like little skin allergy condition, it's considered like a pre-existing condition and they won't cover it. So
Yeah.
pet insurance is just as fucked up as human insurance.
Love that.
Love that, but at least we're not paying $5,000 to get his teeth taken out. So I can get that.
Seriously.
I can get that.
Missing grocery stores is too real. I do not know if anyone will understand how much I fucking love Harmon's grocery stores in Utah. Oh my God. Like, they had the most magnificent macaroni salad I've ever put into my mouth ever in their deli. Oh, it was so just unreal. I have not been able to find a similar recipe.
Harmon's.
Oh yeah, it is Harmon's, Kara, don't worry.
Yeah, well, now we know, and we'll probably end up getting pet insurance since everybody that I've talked to is like, yeah, they've reimbursed me for just about like everything.
Pet care
so
for
I'm
all.
like, okay.
I know, we can do it for Tom.
Yeah, Tom is no issue. Come here.
Tom is probably gonna ingest like a fucking. This dude finds hair ties like anywhere. I swear to God, I've seen more hair ties in Tom's poop than I don't know where they're coming from, so I'm trying to find them.
Seriously, we don't know where they are. I don't know where he gets them.
I've seen them more in his poop than I have anywhere like in a drawer or anything like that. Luckily, they're like little fabric ones, so they're not like.
I got bologna in my lap. Yeah, anybody who donated to the bologna tea fund, it will just be going to the bologna skin fund. So.
Yep, it rolls over. Don't worry.
The bologna allergy.
Unfortunately,
fund.
we cannot offer any sort of tax deduction or anything like that.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately. So, Mormon Bumble guy didn't say anything. Okay. Well, good luck for the Mormon Bumble guy.
Trust Baloney is being very cute right now. I know you guys can't really see him.
Oh, I can bring him up. Let's get the cat cam going.
Do you want to say hi to the peoples? His little lip is looking a little better.
Mm-hmm.
A little better today.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know where the freaking hair ties are.
I seriously wish I did, honestly. This shit is so annoying. Where is the cat cam application?
Cat cam. Cat cam. Do. Milk jug rings.
There
we
it
get
is.
milk
There
delivered, so we don't have the ring situation.
Yes, we do. They still have the
No, we
rings.
don't. They have the. Well, you throw them away.
They're different. All right.
Or do you want me to?
Let me bring up the cat cam. Here we go. I got it set up finally.
Aww.
Oh, look at him.
You can see this is where he usually gets his little allergy is right on his chin.
But he is still living his best life. He's still very snuggly and still very cute.
It's still his normal self.
Still his normal
You would never know.
goofball self. But seriously.
He just changed the subject. Oh my god. Yes, he's very, very cute.
Good luck to that guy.
All the scritches for the kitty.
All the scritches.
All
We
right,
love it.
let's get into it. What are we doing today?
Okay. Well, we're going to do our Provo's Most Eligible Season 2, Episode 3, Part 1. Why didn't they just name each episode individually instead of Episode 3, Part 1, Episode 3, Part 2, Episode 4, Part 1? Just go 4, 5, 6. It's that easy. But we did get a little submission from one of our friends on Discord. Their name is Joe. If you're in here, you can pipe up, but I didn't get any permission, so I didn't want to like out you or whatever. Hold on. Let me bring this up real quick.
Never fear. We'll talk about
Never
Colleen
fear
later.
Oh my God. Yeah, we should probably talk about Colleen after all this. Anyway, there's been some pretty big situations going on as far as the Mormon Church is concerned out in Australia. This has kind of been an ongoing situation, I guess, that's been developing. I remember hearing about it for the first time like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can change the font size. And it was just such a strange thing, especially in Mormonism. Like, I can tell that they are trying to keep things under wraps like a lot, because this shit would absolutely break my shelf if I knew about it and how they were doing shit like this, because it is like dishonesty on a whole different level. So we can go through this just real quick.
No, the Mormon churches know nothing is new about the Mormon Church committing fraud.
No,
this has been going on for a long time. But
literally since the beginning.
Yes, but Australia has been a little more like liberal in their push to kind of confront them about this kind of behavior, whereas the U.S. we just don't really care.
Here in the United States, because of the First Amendment, abusive like organizations like this abuse the First Amendment because it essentially gives you all these exemptions and privileges that can't be refuted because of the constitutional right of freedom of religion and what have you. But it seems that in other places that might not be so liberal, which in my opinion can be a good thing. Obviously, people should still have their freedom, but it shouldn't mean that they get any sort of special privilege. So anyway, let's just read into this real quick. The Mormon Church is significantly reducing its use of a controversial shell company after an investigation revealed it had engaged in alleged serious tax evasion in Australia. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, commonly known as the Mormons, set up a tax structure in 2012 that allowed its adherents in Australia to accumulate exemptions worth hundreds of millions of dollars that are not lawfully available to followers of other religions. The investigation by this masthead in April 2022 found some of its tax activities could be in breach of Australian tax laws. Now the Latter-day Saints Church, which has repeatedly said it complies with tax laws, has moved to unwind the tax structure.
Boo.
Now, the first thing, I mean, the hit dog hollers, right? This is like, oh, you guys are being accused of tax fraud for using this shell corporation. And then they're like, okay, we're not going to use this shell corporation very much anymore because you guys accused us of tax law. Like, I mean, it is what it is. And you guys are just kind of like, yep, this is bad. So now that we've gotten caught, we're going to roll it back. In Australia, the church has ensured that donations and tithing, neither of which are tax deductible, are routed through a charitable trust to gain 100% tax deductibility. Mormons are required to pay 10% of their gross income in an income deducting practice known as tithing, a significant financial impost on followers. I've never heard the word impost in English, but luckily because of Spanish and context, I know what it means.
Do you want me to read the rest?
Go for it.
Australia is unusual among English-speaking countries in that it does not allow tax deductions for tithing church donations, which is interesting compared to the U.S.
Yeah, that when we were Mormons, that was 100% of our charitable giving in a year that we claimed on our taxes. We did not normally donate to any sort of other charitable cause. That was all of our donations.
But it does allow generous deductibility for charitable giving. The use of the Sydney-based LDS Charities Australia, which has no paid staff, ramped up in recent years. The shell company received $90 million in donations in 2021. That fell to just $30 million in 2022. It was in April that year that the charity first came under scrutiny for its tax practices. A church spokesman did not directly answer questions, shocking, about the fallen donations, but said adherents continue to generously donate through paying tithes and other offerings. So they're giving us money, but not like that.
Yeah.
These funds are utilized in accordance with relevant laws and regulations, he says. Former Mormon Bishop Dr. Simon Southerton, who made the initial complaint about the church's tax practices to the charity's regulator, said the shift in Australia was important. It comes several months after the U.S. Securities and Exchange (SEC) Commission settled a case against the Mormon-run Ensign Peak Advisors and the church for $5 million after it failed over a 22-year period to disclose its investments and hid its assets via a network of shell companies. Now, they had to pay $5 million out of their $100 billion bank account. Like
$100 billion is
river.
Such a low estimate of what it's worth now. Can you imagine forgetting to pay your taxes for 22 years? And they're not even paying taxes. They're just not talking, or they should be paying taxes, really, because this is income that's generated from gains and shit like that, and investments. But can you imagine not paying for your taxes for 22 years and not even receiving a 1% slap on the wrist? Like, that's fucking crazy. So crazy.
One has to hope that this signals the beginning of Australian regulatory authorities taking action in respect of the $400 million that the church has been engaged in at the expense of the Australian taxpayer. In 2019, the Australian Taxation Office made a binding ruling that for a charity to have deductible gift recipient status, which allows tax write-offs for donors, it must have Australia as the focal point in a legal or organizational sense. Yet, LDS Charities Australia has no paid staff, and financial reports for the Utah-based Latter-day Saint Charities obtained by this dude last October confirm it is the legal entity that employs and pays staff for the church's global charitable operation, including in Australia. A church spokesman has previously said the Utah-based charity identified and referred charitable projects to LDS Charities Australia, but maintained local volunteers and made the decisions on which projects were funded. So basically, they're just lying about being involved in Australia.
They're throwing other people under the bus because they have to protect the greater good.
Until 2020, filings with the charities regulators stated that the LDS Charities Australia just had 4 local volunteers to run what purported to be one of the biggest charities in the country. In 2022, it claimed it had 15 volunteers. The biggest charitable organization in the country has 4 employees.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you imagine working for a nonprofit that pulls in, what nonprofit pulls in billions in revenue?
Right.
I don't know if there is one that does. Maybe. But billions in revenue and have 4 fucking employees. The most mismanaged nonprofits I know have more employees than that. And those
4 employees were managing to commit hundreds of millions of dollars of tax fraud.
Oh my God.
Are you for real?
The tax structure in Australia has meant that since 2015, adherents have been able to draw on $450 million in tax deductions not available to followers of other religions or denominations. Interesting. The church has previously reported that it spends up to 70% of its Australian income on charity. Globally, the church spends as little as 0.3% of its revenue on charity.
Dude, this is fucking going in on the church.
The church that has hundreds of billions of dollars that they could use towards whatever the fuck they wanted spends 0.3% of that on charity. But they're the most charitable organization in the world. Anyway,
crazy.
The Australian Taxation Office said it could not comment on the tax affairs of any individual or entity due to the law, obviously. In Senate estimates last November, Tax Office Assistant Commissioner Jeremy Hirschhorn said in response to a question from Green Senator David Shoebridge that the ATO was very aware of those allegations against the Mormon Church. Well, I would fucking hope so. Due to taxpayer secrecy, I cannot confirm or deny whether an investigation is taking place. I'll say as a general proposition, not talking about the specific taxpayer, that we do not view tithing as a gift because a gift must be unconditional. Tithing, therefore, is not eligible for deductibility. Oof.
That's a big oof.
That is a big oof. A gift must be unconditional. God, if I was Mormon leadership, I would be like rolling over right now. What the?
That is like the biggest dig of all time.
It is. The exposure of the church's tax practices in Australia led to a broader joint investigation involving 60 Minutes and the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation that uncovered tax minimization by the Mormon Church in other countries, including Canada and the United States. This method also revealed last October that the International Mormon Church had dramatically overstated its global charitable giving by more than $1 billion between 2018 to 2020 to make itself appear far more generous than it is.
Oh my God. The Sydney Morning Herald.
That's right,
These are my
folks.
new fucking heroes.
The extent of Mormon's charity overstatement was uncovered in 15 years of previously unreleased financial reports.
I wonder why they were unreleased.
A Washington Post investigation in 2020 revealed the church was secretly running a $100 billion investment fund called Ensign Peak that was accumulating vast tax-free wealth by investing in hedge funds such as Chevron, Visa, Apple, and some of the biggest land holdings in the United States. That's right, folks. $100 billion tax-free, baby. Tax-free.
Incredible behavior from the Mormons out in Australia. Holy shit.
With a very disappointing 0.3% overall spent on charitable giving.
Yeah.
Now, is that, let's say, for the Mormons that are going to come and have a hissy fit in the comments, is that still a lot? Probably more than a lot of organizations are willing to give.
Yeah.
Sure. No doubt.
For sure.
We're not going to hate on any money being donated to charity. However,
that's usually the you guys just hate charity.
No.
Because I know that it's not being used for charitable giving.
No.
You think that it's being used for charitable giving, but by and large, it's being invested to hoard wealth. That's it.
And am I happy about the 0.3? Absolutely. Absolutely. We love the 0.3.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. However, to be like broadcasting yourself as like the most honorable, charitable, we just give all our money to charity, like we have all this money but they give it all away, like all that bullshit to give away 0.3%, like who are we talking about? Because I don't think it's you for being the most charitable organization. Neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, people have talked about Mormonism solving world hunger with all that money, right? Like Mormon Church Fund, $30 billion to solve world hunger for a year. And they have $100 billion. So by that logic, they could solve world hunger for a year. And that is a disappointing amount of money. Disappointing amount of money that they're just going to keep in there and continue to generate revenue.
Right.
Like all the stuff with GameStop, they participated in all that nonsense.
Yep.
Tesla.
In the squeeze, they're invested in Tesla. Basically any company that they decry or would be against their principles, like Victoria's Secret, they invest in that.
Mm-hmm.
In
Caffeine companies,
anything that will get them money.
They don't care.
Yeah. If Starbucks is on the rise, you better believe that they're bought into Starbucks.
They do not care.
Anyway, so a couple things I wanted to bring up. Here are the Temple Recommend interview questions. These were updated in January 2020.
They're
Notice number
used.
9. Do you strive to be honest in all that you do? I don't know. Sounds like all of the Australia church leadership probably would say no to that. And then the one immediately following, are you a full tithe payer? Are you a full tithe payer, baby? Just so fucking corny. Just to be even more thorough in this, I'm going to pull up the Articles of Faith, which are 12 tenets of the beliefs of Mormonism.
13.
13, yeah. As penned by Joseph Smith in a letter and adopted as canon scripture sometime since then.
Follow the prophet. Profit, indeed.
Yeah, Profit for sure. What is with this?
Learn with the missionaries.
LOL. It's like an ad right in the middle.
Of course. Targeted marketing.
You go, oh, let's check
Am I
out the
right?
Articles of Faith. This is churchofjesuschrist.org, which is kind of their missionary website. You've got the first 4, and then boom, ad.
Ad.
Hey, yo, sell your information to us, and we'll send you some missionaries. All right, let's see. The one that I'm thinking of, I always forget these ones. Pretty sure it's 13. Yes.
There it is.
Oh, 12 and 13 we'll bring up. We believe in being subject to kings, presidents, rulers, and magistrates, in obeying, honoring, and sustaining the law. Maybe we should add an addendum. Unless the law we don't like and there's a loophole available, then we believe that you should exploit that loophole, especially when it comes to
now,
money.
mind you, these articles of faith here are things that you memorize as youth.
as a child.
As a child.
This is like the Pledge of Allegiance.
I learned
for
these
Mormonism.
when I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably. But you have to memorize all of these, and it's kind of like a checklist. Like, you have to... Usually they reward you with something once you, like, each one you cross off. But we had to... I memorized all these. Honest, chaste, true, benevolent, virtue. Like, all of this stuff is still in my head to some degree.
Cream. Yep. Mormonism knows all about Wu-Tang. Cash rules everything around me. And then number 3, we believe in being honest. True. These ones don't really apply, but...
Chaste, benevolent, and virtuous. Benevolent.
Yep.
Doing good to all men.
Doing good to all men.
Admonition
I don't
of Paul.
know.
We believe all things, hope all things, have endured many things, and hope to be able to endure all things. If there's anything virtuous, lovely, or of good report or praiseworthy, we seek after those things.
So
Hoarding
what?
money doesn't sound like we're seeking after those
I
things.
was gonna say, what does exploiting tax loopholes? What does that fall under? Is that praiseworthy? If you're a finance guy, that would definitely be praiseworthy.
$100 billion is good report.
Yeah, that
am
is
I right?
that's a whole lot of cheddar if you're asking me. Lovely. I don't know. That amount of wealth is kind of disgusting to me. Virtuous. I would not consider that virtuous. Of good report. It definitely is of good report to the shareholders, or the members, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Even though they really don't know about it, so they're really holding out on the good news.
Well, that article about the $100 billion Ensign Peak Fund didn't come out until 2020. So it was kind of like, it was widely known that the Mormon Church had an investment arm that they used to invest money in, because that's been controversial in the past. But until that 2020 article came out, we had no idea just how much money. And that was right around the time that we left the church. And so that was a big deal when that came out. That shook a lot of people.
Yeah, that was...
But they have the easy justification of nobody takes the time to actually look at, well, the church only invests 0.3% of revenue, and people are like, well, all that money gets donated. All of it gets donated. And, like, you can't argue with that because they don't care. Just as in with other things. They don't care.
They just don't know a lot of these things. Like, they don't... If members truly know how much fucking land the church owns, land that's not being used for like building up of actual churches or temples and things like that, I think by and large people would be really confused as to why they're the biggest landowner in the state of Florida, and none of that is even accounting for churches or temples and welfare things like of that nature.
Well, and ranches. I mean, they own...
Yeah, ranches are crazy.
Ranches on ranches. I think they own the biggest ranch in the United States, don't they?
They own office buildings that they lease out to defense contractors. I know for a fact there's a massive building in Texas that is home to Raytheon.
Oh, there you go. Across America, subsidiaries of the Mormon Church reportedly hold 1 million acres of agricultural land. Oh, wait, no. It was updated in 2.3 million acres, including private land.
Oh, that was in April that they updated that. Dang, we might have to... I don't know if they've updated that spreadsheet
630,000 acres of Florida, and that isn't an eighth of what the federal government owns in Florida.
Holy shit.
The Mormon Church owns more land in Florida than the own fucking Florida government does.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
they probably don't even own any of the good shit. Like the Fed probably owns mostly like swampland and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And at least the church is owning like usable land.
Well, and then they recently, Mormon Leaks, the Truth and Transparency Foundation, then linked like a whole database of all the things that the church owns. I think we talked about it at least once.
Yeah, we've
But
brought it
there's
up
some
before.
wild shit in there, like all kinds of stuff. Like it even lists it out by, like they made a little map of it.
Oh yeah, is that the one where we looked at the whole spreadsheet? I don't know the last time that was updated. Maybe it'd be worth looking at again. It's fucking nauseating looking at that. Like you can just scroll and scroll and scroll, and that's only stuff that is owned in the United States. They don't necessarily have all the information for all the property that the church owns across the world, because in a lot of places you probably really couldn't get that information all in one spot.
I don't know what it is about Florida, but the biggest ranch I believe is in Florida, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's the biggest one.
They have a cattle ranch there.
Yeah, Deseret Ranch.
This
Deseret Ranch, the ranch that the Mormons own, is 10 times larger than Disney World. I'm sorry.
Dude, oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Wait. Go back up. Send me this. I want to just illustrate.
The link.
Yeah. Can you airdrop?
I'll just text it.
That's right.
Oh
I don't think you can, 'cause
what a freaking disaster
I'm on
this
wired
is.
connection. Let me bring this up for you guys.
I just can't. Every time we do research on this, it's insane to me. The church purchased this land in 1950.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Just the value of the land alone is probably increased.
According now, the church has more than
Where was that
44,000
map?
head of cattle and a workforce of more than 90 ranchers and their families. And
I
if
like
I
that little
recall,
illustration. Where's the map? Oh, it's
you
right
just
there.
scrolled past
It hadn't
It's right
loaded
there.
yet. Here you guys go. This
10
is
times
fucking crazy,
Disney,
dude.
y'all.
I don't know who all has been to Florida before, but I think this is all of Orlando proper. It's like most of the size of Orlando. That's insane, dude. And that's what how old is this little article? Oh, it was pretty recently updated, so that's good to know. We love it when publications update their shit regularly. Shout out.
Yeah, so Deseret Ranch in Florida is the largest cattle ranch in the United States.
Crazy. Owned by the Mormons.
Yeah. 290,000 acres.
Yeah.
Since the 1950s. I mean, they must have bought... It would have been expensive then, but it would be chump change compared to now.
Yeah, easily.
And that just isn't...
And that's like... People want to buy that land, I would imagine.
300,000 acres, yeah. And then 90... Yeah, that's what I thought. So people live... Like, the ranchers live on the land.
Yeah.
So they pay those people, hopefully, I would hope, a living wage. And the church, like other financial details, does not disclose the revenue or valuation of the ranch.
Of course. So, yeah. If you're not... Tax the churches. If you're not going to do that, at least require their tax... what do you call that?
I was reading, not listening.
Their tax... require that their tax-exempt status be contingent upon their thorough record releasing, so that everybody knows where the money is going, and that knowing that it's not going to shell companies or into an investment fund, so that they can buy more stock in fucking GameStop.
So
that's crazy.
In 1997, they were able to estimate that the land was worth an estimated $858 million. Just on that alone. But here's the other thing. In 2000, they moved 16 million pounds of calves, according to Wikipedia, which then translated to about $16 million in revenue, just off of that alone. And then, even better, it brings in revenue from mining of native shell beds, orange groves, hunting permits, and sales of ornamental palm trees.
Damn, I want to get me one of those fucking ornamental Mormon palm trees.
And then in 2011, they fought and won control over some of the water, and then was planning on selling it to another city in Florida, but it doesn't look like that happened.
Oh, in Cocoa.
Yeah.
Cocoa Beach, shout out.
So this is just like one tiny tidbit of fucked up shit that the Mormon Church does under the radar.
They own multiple square blocks of land in Salt Lake City downtown.
They practically own downtown Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. Office buildings, like things that have the whole mall. Tithing dollars built the mall. Like there's nothing
I'm trying to think just how much property that is alone, because that central square area, it's probably like 8 square blocks of just solid all their land. And then I was thinking about this when I was in the shower earlier. I was remembering back to my mission. If you don't know, it's changed a little bit nowadays. I'm pretty sure you pay proportional to the destination that you end up getting assigned to. But back when I was a missionary, you paid $400 a month to the church, and the church kind of put that all into a pot and reappropriated the funds depending on where everybody was going. So obviously paying for rent in Paris is going to be a whole different ball game from paying the rent for my apartment in Choluteca, Honduras. So you would get basically like luckily the mission office, they would like do the rent situation for us and everything like that. But every 2 weeks they would give us a deposit of money in our own bank account that we could withdraw from an ATM, and you would use that to like buy the things that you needed. In some places it was enough, in other places it wasn't. They were just hoping that the members there would just feed you and stuff like that in a lot of cases. But I remember when I was finishing, I was in an area where I was able to like accumulate extra, and I was like, this is fucking dope, because I'm just going to buy a bunch of like mementos and stuff like that. And they were going so hard. Like, those are sacred funds. They're consecrated for missionary work and to sustain the missionaries, and the use of these funds for anything other than food and necessities is basically sin. It's dishonest, and any funds that you have that are surplus, you should return those at the end of your mission. And even I was like, bro, this is money that my parents are paying to the church, and the church is giving me, and it's much less than what my parents are paying to the church. I'm going to get me some fucking little tchotchkes and shit like that for my family who is paying for this. I couldn't believe that they were, even at that time, I was like, this is so dumb that they, for like an insignificant amount of money, are being so stingy and weird. So I was just thinking about that in the shower. I totally forgot about it. I was like, that's crazy that they're just hoarding wealth like this and doing like these illegal tax loophole, not illegal, but they're tax loopholes, and they still are just like nickel and diming people over nothing.
It's astounding what the Mormons
astounding is the fuck.
It truly is. I mean, every time we've looked at that spreadsheet, we're like, what the fuck is this? And what is this for? And why do they have this? And where, like, the dumbest shit that you could possibly imagine, they have it. Fun fact, I have tea that Ruby and Kevin's house was actually owned by the Mormon Church before they bought it.
Ooh. Didn't it sell for much lower than...
I don't remember.
At one point it did.
I don't know that for sure, so I won't say that. But it was Ruby and Kevin bought it from the Mormon Church, so whoever Mormon Church swooped in and bought it from whoever had it before them, but then Ruby and Kevin bought it from them, which is very interesting.
Really interesting.
Not the current house they're in right now, the one before. Anyways, yeah, this is all stuff that I had no real knowledge of until we left.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the funding. I didn't know anything about the revenue, investments. If you would have asked me what Ensign Peak was, I would have said, is that a church office building? Like,
yeah.
What the hell is that?
Or is that a place in one of the mountains on the Wasatch Front or something like that?
Like, it's that in the damn vault.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't talked about the vault enough either.
The devil is in the details. When that whistleblower article was released in 2019 talking about the just sheer size of the Ensign Peak Fund, their defense was, we were afraid that if the membership knew how much money was invested in this portfolio, they would stop giving tithing.
Yep.
I don't know why they thought
and
that was the fucking defense to go with, but I cannot believe that that is the one that they chose. Unbelievable. Just crazy
Did you know JetBlue
people.
is owned by Mormons?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never flown on JetBlue, so.
Oh, it was founded by
Fucking-
JetBlue, though he's no longer CEO, but I wonder if who he put in as CEO is now.
They are big on nepotism, so.
SkyWest. Another airline.
Interesting.
Black & Decker.
Oh, also, I think it was on Reddit on r/ex-Mormon that was talking about, despite there being like special Book of Mormon copies that are made specifically for Marriott hotels, that they are surprisingly progressive and stuff like that, which because they were somebody was working for them at one point in time and they had commented that, and I was really surprised.
The other thing that we haven't really talked about, we've mentioned this with influencers before, but we've talked about how a lot of Mormons moved to Hawaii, like Big Island, Hawaii. And there's a lot of draw there because there is a temple on the main island. And I forget just how much there is on the main island that is owned by the Mormon Church, including one of the biggest real estate companies. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Laie? Laie? Is that how you pronounce it?
I know for a fact that it is not that, but I don't know the correct pronunciation.
I don't know what the correct pronunciation on it is. You guys know what I'm talking about. But they own that city's water company that provides water to the entire city.
Now, why would they need that?
To the entire
Why does a church
city
need to own a water company?
They own their 72,000 square foot shopping center, their cemetery, 2 of their parks, and then a bunch of other commercial and residential properties.
Crazy.
I mean, the list for Utah is insane. It's like on Hawaii, though, like just colonization 101. Yeah.
The colonizers are here.
He's apparently Progmo. Oh, that's good to hear.
The Marriott guy?
No. Cheyenne Mormon guy.
Oh, let's
Progmo.
go.
We love that. Yeah, don't have him listen now.
Yeah. He'll be an Exmo.
We don't
want to
be shattering any shelves today.
Yes, we do.
Gently. But this is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. Truly.
That's on Oahu?
No.
That's what somebody said.
That's on Oahu? Is it?
Apparently.
Huh, okay.
And they also own the BYU Hawaii, which is like right next door to that temple.
Yup.
Oh, that's probably why they wanted to get some extra benefits. Gummies are kicking in. Take it easy. Anyway, yeah, if you guys, I mean, the rabbit hole is deep on this one. And this isn't even the only thing. Very recently as well in Canada, there have been investigations into the church using BYU as a donation recipient in order to move funds across the border without getting taxed. So that's really interesting.
The church
I don't know
also
what
owns-
came of that. It might still be under investigation.
The church owns Bonneville International. Like, there's been some people who have like DM'd us in the past that are like, I was listening to my radio station and
Yes.
they said something about Bonneville International.
Yeah, Zions Bank.
Like,
I've heard Zions Bank. Oh no, it was a different company, but
just
it was
in
a
Colorado,
Bonneville.
there's a few. Like, if you're
Yes.
from Denver, Cozy 101 is owned by Bonneville International.
What's the country music? The big one here.
KYGO.
Yeah, KYGO is also owned by Bonneville International. There's a couple places in Arizona and Nevada that radio stations that are also owned by Bonneville International.
LOL, there's an FAQ on this website asking if the Mormon Church owns Costco. It does
Ain't
not.
no fucking way that would be owned by Costco. They could own Costco. Costco's too pure. $5 rotisserie chicken. Crazy.
It's just, oh yeah, there it is.
Here we go.
I was hoping to find
KYGO.
KYGO FM
KIRO.
100.3.
98.5
97.3.
KYGO.
Oh, here we go. Now we have a list.
Oh, in Washington too.
We got Seattle, we got Phoenix, we got Denver. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Looks like some in here servicing Hawaii. Yeah, look at that. All these. Lots in Denver. If you're in Seattle or Phoenix, let me know. And I'll tell you what they are.
LMK. Anyway.
But anyway, that was a whole tangent.
A whole ass tangent. Anyway. That is that. The rabbit hole goes so deep, and we could talk for this on this subject for forever.
Totally.
But
I mean, we haven't even gone through it. I'm sure if we sat down with the spreadsheet and really started looking at things, it would blow your mind. We could probably do a whole ass series on it, to be honest.
Yeah. Places that you didn't know were owned by the Mormon Church. Oof. Number 1, Florida.
Florida. No wonder it's a fucking hellscape down there.
Anyway.
Phoenix is, let's see. Looks like one of them's a news channel, 92.3 FM. And then one of them is a sports channel, 98.7 FM. And then if you listen to AM at 620 AM radio. ESPN, it looks like. Very interesting.
Hell yeah. Anyway, y'all, let's BYU channel showed up as an advertisement on my Roku home screen today. Yep.
Oh, we got that recently too, didn't we?
Yeah, BYU
Yeah.
TV. Yeah, I wonder what their involvement is with Roku, because I feel like they would have to maybe be paying a fee or something to get that advertised. Shout out to that. Today's feature presentation is not Sound of Freedom. Don't see that propaganda piece. Garbage. If you ever hear anybody talking about that, just ask why the movie is about Tim Ballard and not about the victims. That easy. Really, that's how easy it is to explain what's fucked up with that.
I saw a post in
White
our
savior.
city Facebook group about it.
Oh, fuck that noise.
And then it was also in Faith Journey meetups also. But
Gross.
it got some real pushback.
Oh,
which I
good.
was happy about.
That's good to hear about. I know that obviously I don't want there to be human trafficking. I have a soft spot.
But Tim Ballard's
bad news, bro.
Operation Underground Railroad is not
bad fucking
doing
news.
as much as people think he is. So
yeah. He's a white savior on fucking steroids, bro. Anyway, moving on to Provo's Most Eligible. This is Season 2, Episode 3, Part 1.
Are you guys ready?
Please get ready. Have your popcorn ready.
Are you guys ready for
I'm thinking
something?
about ordering some food. It's a special occasion. It's streaming night.
What are we ordering?
What should we order, dude?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Check out the app and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anyway, let's put this up on the screen for everybody. Let me make sure that the sound is working.
I'm interested in what the population
Let's
of
go.
Mormons are on really any of the Hawaiian Islands. But there are a lot of
Yeah.
Polynesian Mormons, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially in
'Cause-
Samoa and Tonga. And like Fiji and there's another French colonized island out there I can't think of the name of.
I just wonder proportionally what the number is, because usually with temples, I mean, I don't think they do this anymore because I don't really think there is much of a science to it, but it used to be this idea of there had to be a certain number of Mormons within a population in order to qualify for a
not
temple.
only that, they had to be not tax paying. They don't do that.
No, they don't.
They had to be tithe paying members. That's when I was a
Yeah.
missionary, that's what it was.
Because they would guilt trip some countries and other areas of the world where people, like, you know, you aren't fasting enough, you aren't tithing enough, you aren't praying enough because you guys don't have a temple, like that whole thing. But I 100% am in solid belief now that temples are always a tourist game. So I don't know that Hawaii ever had enough to qualify, in my mind, what would have been qualifying, because also they're doing the same thing in Wyoming right now, and they're trying to put a temple in Wyoming on the highway that leads to Yellowstone as an absolute tourist attraction.
In Cody.
Yes, and the people of the town are like up in arms because they were trying to put it in a residential area.
Yeah.
And
it's hilarious too, because a lot of members of the church, they'll be like, oh, everybody wants to live by the temple, property taxes go up, and I'm like, or not property taxes, property values go up, it's a coveted place to live. And I'm like, people in Utah, yeah, but like
anywhere
by
else?
and large, nobody the lights are on every
All the time.
fucking night.
It's
That nobody
bright
wants
as
that.
hell.
Yeah. You have people coming through the neighborhood at all times during the week, especially on
Parking.
Saturdays. Yeah.
Weddings, like, have you seen a Mormon wedding party? They're gonna park up your whole damn neighborhood. But anyway, the most recent thing I saw didn't pass out of their city council because it didn't get enough votes, or they tabled it or whatever, but they were trying to put it in a residential area, so it was like in the middle of a fucking neighborhood. They're trying to put a massive temple in Wyoming. Like, are you for real? In Utah,
And
that's a dime a dozen. But
they
in
needed
Wyoming,
it there because it was right on the highway, billboard space. So people can see it that's exactly why they chose the spot in Rexburg where it is, because there's the one on the hill when you're coming into Rexburg, and then Rexburg goes all the way where the highway wraps around. They're doing another one near the exit on the other side of town.
Yep.
Right where you have to go through when you're driving from Salt Lake City up to Yellowstone.
It's 100% a game. It's 100% a game.
It's all advertisement.
Yes, Polynesian Cultural Center, I've heard really good things about. Like, I've heard really good things about it, but it is owned by the church.
There's this one guy I follow on TikTok, and he lives in Hawaii, and he's native there. And I asked him about it because I had recently learned that he was ex-Mormon, and he had nothing but good things to say about it, despite it being owned by the church. So,
which is good. I mean, at least there's something. I have heard it's really expensive, though. Somebody told us that it was
it is fucking
expensive.
crazy expensive. So
there's not enough members in Wyoming to justify more than one temple, and
No
there's already
way,
what,
dude.
2?
Yeah, like all the
There's a small one.
populated places in Wyoming are like not that far away from a temple. Like,
well, there's that
Cheyenne
one
is
random one,
almost as far away from Fort Collins as we are.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on with it.
Anyway, back to Provo's most eligible.
Hell yeah, let's go. I'm not even trying to not get claimed anymore because it happens every single time.
Every episode. Every single one we get claimed.
Just like Colleen, they be ad revenue sharing with us. Okay, stop. That's a little excessive.
They're not garment-friendly outfits, my
Good evening, evening, guys, and welcome to your group date here at CrossFit Rise Again.
I wonder what the
So tonight we have
the sponsorship situation was for places like this. Also, who the fuck is? Oh, it's the other instructor. I was like, who the fuck is this?
He's not
three
a part
challenges in store for you as part of your group date. Challenge number 1 is a traditional CrossFit workout. It's called Cindy. If you've ever done CrossFit before, you've probably heard of this workout. Cindy is what we call an AMRAP. It means as many rounds as possible. Challenge number 2 is going to be a bench press challenge. Tonight you're going to do as many reps as possible of
What?
Why?
Ew.
His fucked up haircut too. I've never been interested in CrossFit, and the idea, like, obviously I've never been interested, but like the idea of working out with so many people at once who are not.
They can't hear us because the video's too loud.
Oh, that's why I'm pausing. Hold on. Thank you for the feedback. Let's see here. Let me see.
bench press at 100.
I'm going to turn it down. Usually when it's playing, whatever I'm saying is not that important. But the idea of working out with like so many people that I don't personally know is like nauseating to me. It scares the shit out of me. So there's that.
Did you fix it?
155 pounds. Okay, and then challenge number 3, guys. Tonight is a team tug.
Oh, it is quiet. The little one might have turned it down. Let me go turn the gain up real quick.
If a guy took me on a CrossFit date, I'd block. Oh, hell yeah. You're taking me on a CrossFit date? Nah. My ass is not. Nah.
Ain't no way.
Technically, you are supposed to wear somebody asked. Technically, you are supposed to wear your garments under workout clothes. If you are like a true blue diehard Mormon, you're wearing garmies under your workout clothes. Exercise is not an exception to the garmy rule. For diehard Mormons especially. But lots of more progressive and more now Mormons are not wearing them.
And does Jordan sound louder now?
They're like, damn, this bitch, shut up. Hi, Tom.
Oh, fuck, my keyboard's gonna die not too long.
Of war. So we're gonna team you up. We're gonna square you off, and you're gonna tug your way through the rest of the night.
Tug your way through the rest of the night.
Ew.
Choose your words, my dude.
Yes, you can see the garmy lines in the instructors. Good pointing out. Sofa.
Nicely.
All right, so like you said, this is a competition. So if you do the most reps, you're gonna get more points. If you do the most bench press, you're gonna get bonus points for your team. And if you win the tug of war, obviously you'll get bonus points for your team there. We want to welcome our guest judge for the evening, McKenna from last season.
McKenna.
So McKenna's gonna help us keep track of points and judge, and then at the end of the night we'll declare a winning team, and that team will get to go on the team date tomorrow. So let's get things started.
All right.
Who's Cindy?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it!
It's over before I can even start. Oh, fuck.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at these
I'm
men.
not
Look at these men.
Is that dude in a fucking Barcelona? Oh, yeah. I should probably not claim this one. I didn't even notice. That is a deal breaker. These, like, little, what do you call them?
What about Qdoba?
Qdoba sounds good. Big record by, but
Yeah, for real. Please don't.
these little music licensing. We might not get claimed for this. Oh, look at the guns. Welcome to the gun show, everybody.
Oh, it's her little favorite.
Oh,
Try hard.
Yeah, the fave try hard. This guy. If there's not Dan making a joke that he's doing pull-ups and he's just like standing on a box or something, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Very disappointed. There we go. Who's still listening to Party Rock? That was like 2010. What's with the gold leggings, buddy?
Go, guys! Keep it up! Keep moving!
Every time I'm thinking that maybe there's dialogue, there's not. Maybe I should just do this. That way I can see that there's no music.
You turned captions on?
I did. That's why.
Okay.
I turned on captions so I could figure it out. When I could unpause. Oh my God, he's going ham. Yeah, I don't do this kind of stuff, unfortunately.
Okay, I've got mine and chips and queso.
Awesome. Oh, it's Dan. Dan the fave. Yours always looks so good. I'm going to get that instead. I'm always like kind of disappointed by the stuff that I get. Anybody who has Qdoba where they live.
Legit. Oh, here was my favorite
What's
for
the deal?
B.
Do they have
Let's get some trauma. Go, baby. We're good, yeah, let's go. Okay.
Trying to get this guy in the count.
I'm dying. Thanks for cheering us on. No, that was actually like super hard. I was doing it and I was like, oh, we were doing really good. And all of a sudden she's like, 1 minute down. And I was like, I didn't see it. All for your body. There's a left hand. Ultimate punch. Just like Texas. Not gonna lie, my
He's actually wearing a garment appropriate workout outfit.
who's that?
1, 2, 3.
PME winner!
Unlike B's outfit is 100% not.
Yeah, make sure you get.
Keep going, keep going.
Keep going.
Yes, Rebecca, good point.
Go, baby!
Make your mama proud.
There it is.
My keyboard died, so you have to use the mouse now.
Rebecca made a really good point. The guest judge, her brother is the tryhard that's obsessed with B.
Oh, I forgot that was her brother.
Yes, Rebecca, yes.
I completely forgot about that. If you haven't checked out season 1 already, you can check it out. You can also watch the VODs for when we did it. That was probably around, I don't know, starting around Christmas time.
Ain't no thing but chicken wings. Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go. 16, 17, 18, 19, come on, 20.
Oh my god, is this the tryhard?
Look how far he's fallen. He couldn't even beat Dan in the sumo wrestle, and now
Embarrassing for
he's
him.
struggling to complete his set. Oh, man.
Oh
Obviously
my
a kid.
gosh, this guy is going.
He's remember when, like, 2 weeks ago, everybody was like, oh my God, RFK Jr. is like the most jacked presidential candidate we've ever had. And he's like not even lifting a plate, like crazy.
Damn.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you see this? 25. It's like a machine gun.
I can smell this.
25 plus, yeah, 25.
Eighth grade
2,
PE
3.
class reunion.
Okay, Johnny.
Here we go, Johnny, let's go. Come on, boy, that's it. Get it up.
Oh my god, is he not able to get it up?
That's it, Johnny.
They're
I
trying
heard
to
it.
show off. They're trying to show off.
Until he doesn't breathe and then
It's giving frat boys.
It's giving.
Oh no!
His lungs burning.
He was just trying not to Hulk out. He was just trying not to Hulk out so he wouldn't scare anyone.
Oh my god, is he gonna go puke?
But you got 24. You got 25 in you. Let's go. 24. Oh, there you go. You got it. You got it. Let's go. Get it up. My left eye's getting it out.
There we go. All right, here we go.
Oh, here's my pick for B.
2, 3.
Pick B.
Is yelling in the gym really necessary?
No, yelling in the CrossFit gym is absolute. It's required.
Max it out.
6, 7.
And look at this guy. He's tanking.
12.
Hitting it.
You got this 15,
13.
Now straddle his hips, and then he'll do that.
Do you think he's capable of that?
He's using all that semen retention power.
Oh my.
She's just unlocked.
Let's go, son. Yeah. Push it. Push it. Yeah. Let's go.
I was inspired. Are we paying attention?
18. 19.
One more.
He's making me so nervous. Like, I don't know if my arms are shaking.
Oh, yeah.
Spotter. That's what it means to be a spotter.
Saw it.
This guy's not even paying attention.
Dude, his wrists are giving him anxiety. Bro. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Jordan.
Can you stop?
Sorry.
Horrifying. I don't want to see
I don't even
my
know how to
face
go
up
backwards
that
at this
close.
point. There's a fucking camera lens in the way. But did you see his wrist?
Let's go, baby.
Pulling the team.
Okay, ready? Yep. Oh, he's got this.
He's going to rap. My boy's going to rap. Here we go. 10 more. 14. Up. 2. 4. Up to Daniel.
Daniel. I like how B's just being absolutely feral for Daniel.
I love that there's the
Good. Push it.
One more. You got one more.
I got one
Southern guy is giving the turtle face right now. That's who that is, right?
Yeah, it's Calvin Candy. I don't know how to zoom in on this because my fucking...
Nobody looks cute when they work out. He's a very nice looking man, but this is just
You
funny.
can find any freeze frame
Of
like
us,
this of
yeah.
me, so... Get it. Damn, how many reps did he do?
I've been sick with a really bad flu all last week.
Why are you
Why?
here?
At least I don't have a fever. I'm good. I'm good. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow. I'm good though. I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
probably
don't
not
sweat
sick.
on me, please.
I got this.
Please go away.
Guys, let's say a prayer.
I'll say it.
Tug of war. These dudes are going to be tugging it out.
Let me know when you guys are rolling. All right,
That's
guys.
the corner.
You need to
Seriously.
pull it till the last man on the other team crosses the line. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, whoever's got Dan has got a good lead. Oh no, Dan!
Dan was holding it down. That's the shit.
That was way entirely too quick though. They moved on that way too fast.
They need more rope.
Why is he
Okay,
so
we'll
small?
win.
I feel like it's all about the grippiness of your shoes.
A mission companion who would do that exact same face.
Alright. Team Lauren and Team B. On your marks. Get set. Pull.
Do you?
Yes. I've
Really?
seen your mission stuff. a
Dude,
time or
yeah,
two.
you do.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, whoever wins this.
It's fine.
This is for the Team Dave. Team Lauren and Team Ellie. On your marks. Get set.
Oh hell yeah! They are rocking Team Ellie.
Get wrecked. Team Ellie. They should have kissed.
This is not my kind of date. A bunch of smelly dudes. No, thank you.
The real men right here. We're the real men. Team 1.
These are my queens. Get in, get in. Should we do on the hut?
On the hut, on the hut.
1, 2, 3.
All right, guys. Good job today. We concluded as judges, and we come to a winner.
Okay, you guys ready to hear the winner? The winner of this is Team Lauren.
Is Baloney up there?
I don't know. They look the same.
You can do the bar, Lauren.
You can do it. She can do it. Yeah, oh wow. Yeah, I know. Let her do it.
Yes, get it, Queen.
Hell yeah. She's like. Ice Peaks?
Oh, we're finally on to the
Oh,
next day.
ice skating.
Skated a little bit. I feel like I'm decent for not ever like.
Oh my god. Did you used to go ice skating?
No, because I
In the
can't ice skate.
activities? Oh, you didn't want to bust your ass in front of me?
No.
That's what it is.
Like
Ice.
taking
I went one
classes
time.
or whatever. I wanted to growing up.
And I regret
I
it.
will definitely fall, but you know, I'll warm up. I'll get better with time. It'll be fun.
I want to go see someone's legs.
I am super pumped. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think yesterday was like the funnest day we've had with all of us together. It was just good environment, good energy.
Devin
So I'm really excited.
I was so impressed, and like especially Devin, he bench pressed so much. That was awesome. I kind of want him to bench press me. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you do, girl. Woo!
Oh. Bench pressing is the step before soaking. Let's go.
Jake, really surprisingly, was like pretty buff. Like he was killing it out there. So I was pretty impressed with the guys.
I don't know what any of these
I can even. I was trying to get on the ice, and as soon as I walked on the ice, my legs started cramping. So I might cramp a lot today, but I'll have to push through the pain for Lauren.
making sacrifices.
Lauren's awesome. She just the more time I get to spend with her, the more I get to know her.
Caleb, if you remember, was voted off and then brought back
by Lauren.
So
in a move against the rules.
It's like harder in the group activities. You get to like spend time one-on-one, but there'll be more of that.
He plays hockey. Uh-oh. Is this a show-off?
I have ice skated before. I used to ice skate for PE in Canada growing up. So that's been a little while because, I've been in college for a little while, but I have skated before, so hopefully that helps.
Oh my god. He's 24.
I'm so excited that we won the team date. It just means more time with Lauren, so it's always a win.
No, that was Caleb.
Oh, that was Caleb.
Caleb. I don't know how old this guy is.
I was going to say, he's older too because he's in dental school.
So I just about you.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's the best, man. Didn't they see her yesterday? She was so cute. She has like rock hard abs too. I don't know if you guys like caught that on camera or not, but like I was thoroughly impressed. So hopefully I impressed her too.
I'm really nervous for this, but I'm down to have fun. So we're gonna go figure out what I like. 6 years ago, during my freshman year of high school, college, I took an ice hockey class. Never had skated before. Cracked my head open first day. Got a concussion. Got 14 stitches. And now I'm back on the ice and don't know how I feel about it.
Facing his demons.
Like my worst fear right now. All my fears are being realized.
He's a good sport at least. Oh, I like the guy.
I have only ice skated twice before my entire life, and I don't know if they went very well, so hopefully I don't die today.
You're gonna stay on the, hopefully you don't fall on the ice, because that would be very cool.
That's your race face? Alright.
That's my race face.
What's the boundary?
Oh, I'm totally gonna get shut up.
It's so funny that
but
you know
hopefully
exactly
Lauren feels bad.
I do, and he looks like him too.
And she'll take me on the one-on-one date on Saturday, so that's the plan right now. Oh, I'm okay with the pity card tonight.
What's my panic?
Johnny's Canadian, right? And he was saying they learned how to skate in PE, so he's been training his whole life, it sounds like. So
is that a thing, Canadians?
There's some Canadians in the chat, I'm pretty
know.
sure.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. You gotta do 2 laps around the nets. On your marks. Get set. Go!
Let's go, sweetie! So proud! Race for that girl. Oh yeah, competitive.
Oh man.
Hockey skater.
Caleb is in his fucking element right now.
Oh yes, I've skated before.
Really?
I played hockey growing up, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He should just absolutely dog some of these guys.
Guys, I can't stop.
Do that thing where they spray that.
Pretty sure Brazilians aren't meant for this. I don't think we have very much ice in Brazil to actually skate on, so yeah, hopefully I don't die. But maybe he slap my butt. He comes around, he literally just smacks my left cheek. And I'm like, screw you, man. Screw you. I don't know why she brought you back on.
Oh, I didn't see you there, eh?
Oh, where'd you come from, mate?
Oh.
Remy!
He is maintaining his spot as the king.
Oh, my puck's here, my favorite pucks, eh? They're my best friends in the whole world. Alright, go grab your helmets, your gloves, and a stick.
Yeah, now we're back, guys. Am I nervous? I am pretty nervous about Caleb. Caleb seems like he knows what he's doing. I've never played hockey, so I feel bad saying that, being part Canadian. I might get outshined tonight, but we'll see. It's not all about the skill. It's about it's about the touch. So we'll see what
He's grown on me.
He also looks like
You
something.
ready, eh?
I'm ready.
How you doing, eh?
How's it going, eh?
for my
Ready to throw down, eh?
Pretty good, eh?
Play some hooky, eh?
Some hooky, eh?
Here we go.
We're gonna do a race.
Luckily, it was just.
Lauren, get down.
Why are you the way that you are?
Aw.
Now I feel bad. Yeah, now that it's dead. Oh, look at that shot. Goal, baby. Okay, apparently it works slightly. Ooh! He put everything in there. All in
Real talk. You don't skate with Lauren or between the boys?
Oh. I hope it's between the boys. Ain't no way Lauren would choose to do a day like this, right? I don't want to speak for her.
The
It
Bachelor
just
and
seems
Bachelorette
crazy.
challenges on the regular show.
I remember watching that one time. Oh, they're dancing on the ice. And then going for the kiss.
I'm starting to like her. I'm really starting
I'm
to like
starting
her.
to
I think she's
like
really
You're
cool.
starting to like her?
Really
I'm
wanted to
sorry-
get to know
I'm
her a
sorry,
little bit
liquor.
better.
Oh my god. I do that with the toddler too. He always wants to use the little scanner gun. And his first instinct when he picks it up is to start looking into it. And I go, no. Don't do that.
And here Baloney is staring into the lights.
Yep, Baloney's just gonna blind himself. Turns out we're taking him to an optometrist now.
I'm hyped about Lauren. She's awesome.
Oh, now she's got the fanny pack.
Oh, she be wearing his fanny packs.
I feel like we're all getting really close, and it's going to be really hard to start eliminating people through the weeks. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this is part of this.
I know I don't like it after this skate.
No,
So I'll try to be really like him.
no, it's fine. As long as it's like...
How cute. Even Remy's like,
Right.
people not on the show.
Get the fuck off this show.
No, why is he talking to girls that aren't on the show?
I think Lauren is beautiful.
Excuse?
She's amazing. She's really good at skating. I feel like me and Lauren can talk really easy, and out of all three of the girls, I just feel like me and her
I
have the
feel like
best
the two
connection.
of them are a good match. He's very wholesome when she is. He might be too milquetoast for her though.
Oh, the Canadian can at least skate backwards. That's
What's up? This other guy.
I did. How are you?
And just clap. And just have like the best time ever. I chose Scott because I feel like he'll just be really fun
this
to
guy
spend
is
time
like a
with.
22-year-old dad right now.
All night at the carnival, dancing to country music. So he'll just be a good time.
This is the most personality I've seen out of a person.
I don't know any.
Yay,
country
she
songs.
picked him. I like him.
Initial like interest in the show, and I think we like really got to know each other, but it's kind of capped out. And so I really want to see if we can like get deeper, if we can, I don't know, just get past like kind of the surface mid-level and like really just have fun together.
You have to envision. So he envisions it, and then he actually acts it out.
It's just Keaton. I've always gotten along with him pretty well, but we just hadn't really had the chance to spend more than a couple of minutes talking at once. But he's someone I feel like I get along with really well, so I just wanted to spend the day with him and have fun.
I'm obsessed with her skin.
Wish.
My rosacea ass.
It's got a Provo base. Appreciate it.
Are they paying for this?
I'm from Orem and I've never been to Summerfest before, so I'm really excited.
I'm sorry.
To come here for the first time and be with friends and a camera crew.
Okay, Orem came up, so I have to share this. Orem is like the sister city to.
Go get our food.
We're not eating it down here.
Yes,
yet.
we are.
Are we?
I'm starving.
We can't eat the chips though.
That's fine.
Ain't no way. I have to tell this because it's.
Okay,
tell it. It's related to
We're not even
Orem. It's the
halfway.
sister city to Provo, right? It's right next to it. Anyway, my grandpa. Well, my dad grew up in Orem, right? And my grandpa used to say this thing. It was a joke about Orem. And he was like, you know why they call it Orem? It's because they put a bunch of rocks together and sprinkled a little dirt Orem, because it was a joke about the rocky soil.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why. I just had to share that.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go and get this food right now. Jordan, you're in charge. I'm trusting you. Don't get
I
us.
kind of like this lap desk, though.
Copyright
situation.
claimed. Okay, you can be the pilot now. Be right back.
I'm eating my food.
Of course I enjoy carnivals. This is the highlight of my day, week, month, life.
Why does she have so much more enthusiasm now?
I don't know what it is. I'm very social, very comfortable with people, but as soon as I'm with all the carnival craziness, I just want to close down and be quiet. So this will be a little bit out of my comfort zone.
Well, how cute are they?
Oh, I've always been pretty comfortable with going on dates with the cameras around. I kind of like that it's documenting just the whole journey, and I'm excited to look back and see everything. So
I don't feel too awkward being filmed during a date. It's all right. I don't really notice the cameras too much.
That's because she's a YouTube influencer, guys. Remember?
So I think the hardest part is that sometimes the boys feel more uncomfortable and more nervous, but for whatever reason, I don't feel like it changes how I act that much.
I agree on the B and Keaton thing. I think they're super cute together. This is super cute, guys. I'm feeling it. Oh, they're holding hands. Gasp! Oh my God. It looks like it. I think they're a good match, you guys. I think all of these are good matches.
Volunteers. I believe 2 or 3 adult volunteers. All right, we got 1. Wait, what?
Oh my God, these two.
How did they finagle that?
There's got to be kissing at this point, right? Where's the kissing?
If there's no kissing, I'm rioting.
Seriously.
Too much sentimental music montage. so much shit on this. It looks like salad.
That was the hardest thing I've done in 2019. And I want to stick my hands directly into a fire until they burn off and then regenerate new hands.
She loves that.
I loved it. I love reptiles.
Y'all remember 2019? What a fucking amazing era to live in.
Not a COVID in sight.
No COVID. Just vibe, honestly.
I just want to have fun on this date. That's it. Just kind of chill out. Hopefully forget the cameras are like right here in my face all the time. And hopefully by the end of the date, we like each other a little bit more or know each other. And then really figure out if we want to keep moving at the pace we're moving.
There he is.
I wonder if they like pulled a whole bunch of strings so they could be like sectioned off and stuff like that.
I thought that was Ellie for a second. I was like, what is she doing on stage?
Ellie does have a person.
At the end of the night, I do have a present I want to give Lauren, and I'm excited to give it to her. I've been thinking about this for a while, so hopefully she likes it. I just want to make her happy. That's the only thing.
Girl, get that dental school money.
He knows the words to this song. I don't want to get copyright claimed.
Has been developing very well since night one. Of course, you know, I can't see exactly how things are going with her and the other guys, but from my perspective, looking at the relationship that she and I have, I think things are going very well. I'm very pleased, very happy.
Don't get me claimed, dummies.
I didn't think going into this that I would be avoiding the cameras as much as I have been avoiding the cameras, but there's been a few instances where I've dodged you guys.
What do I want to get out of tonight? Well, if we play any games at this carnival, I want to win them all by a large margin. It's not even going to be close. So that's my number one goal, and the other goal is to really have a good time with Ellie, and I hope both of us go.
You see the priorities there? Did you see the priorities? My number one goal is to win, and win by a large margin. And I mean, Ellie's here, so that's kind of cool too, I guess.
My main goal is to blow up.
Home with the night that we'll remember for a long time.
I just do not. I don't know. Just the vibe of those two, they just don't work.
Grab a partner, this little kid needs a partner, and come dance.
Yeah, I notice when I'm talking with Lauren, I don't even think about the cameras. It's a lot easier. If it's just an interview kind of like this right now, I'm a little bit more nervous. I think about it more, but when I'm just with her, everything else kind of fades away.
When we first said those 3 words.
That was sensual for those first two.
Sensual. Do you know this song? Jordan knows country. I don't.
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
I'm a country hater. Good. I'm glad you couldn't identify it.
He's trying to act like Tom Cruise or something. They are. She looks pretty smitten, if you ask me. Pretty smitten.
Kitchen. Let's go.
I would have loved to have seen Tryhard's face when
Again.
she picked Keaton instead of him.
Who wouldn't pick Michael Keaton? In this house, we love Michael Keaton.
I'm retracting my pick for B, I guess. It's going to be Keaton and B for me.
Still music montage moment. God damn. If I had my keyboard, I would just.
The cute old people
arrow
behind them
over
are
a
like,
little
what the fuck?
bit. Kids these days with their fucking camera shows and whatnot.
They look like they're having a good time.
They do. That's what's important.
Scott and Ellie are dancing like they are in 7th grade.
Up here and dance.
That's the only way that you know how to dance when you're like a Mormon. You don't learn regular dances. You just learn the deacon shuffle.
Next song is a little country song.
Like dancing is actually one of my favorite activities. I'm not fantastic at it, obviously, but I mean, I actually didn't mind it all. Everyone else, like I said, when you're with the right person, when you're with Lauren, everything just kind of fades away.
Dang.
She's going in.
I forgot she's a dancer.
And she picked the guy who doesn't really dance. Well, he does. Okay, never mind. He does.
He's doing really well. Until he dropped her. That's all right.
He's just not the guy who's always dancing.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get so much flack for this, I feel like. And I feel so bad. I definitely deserve it. I should have done better. I've country swung dance plenty of times before, but she was a really good sport. I'm really glad she laughed it off. That says a lot about Lauren, and I love that, actually. She's super kind, and the fact that she could just kind of laugh that one off, that's a big relief off me. So. Yeah? How did you?
He dropped her on her head.
They're vibing though.
My favorite part of the night thus far.
There's gonna be fireworks.
All of it. It's been really good. Can't pick a favorite part really, but it's all been fantastic, and we've made some good memories.
I like that Scott is so friendly and outgoing, and I definitely did see that tonight. All we ran into. I've been introduced to so many people tonight, I can't even remember their names.
We got some Chick-fil-A, and we were with Johnny and Lauren, and we just chatted, and it was just fun, and just chilling out, having a silly goose time. I think she's made me laugh, and that's the most attractive thing about me.
I had a fun day with Keaton. For some reason, I just can't get a good grasp on this band. I just still feel like there's this so much that I just don't know about him, and that I can't get a good read because he's constantly joking about being so basic Provo boy, but I can't tell how much of that is true.
Pull his shit together then.
He's just mad that Dan has a better.
My relationship with Lauren has really progressed, especially tonight. I feel like it's definitely going in a really great direction. I'm really excited to see where it goes. But we got a lot of
That's
what'd she say?
B isn't feeling it. I mean, based on what she just said, it doesn't sound like she is, and that's kind of
I
surprising.
don't know. We got a lot of heart-to-heart stuff I can't really share on camera, but I love that I'm getting to know the deeper Lauren, and I don't know, we're connecting on a whole new level.
I told him I'm divorced, and he handled it really well. I think all the guys will handle it well, but he just thought it was really cool to learn that about me, and that there's kind of more depth to the things about why I am who I am.
Hi, yeah, so I got you a little present.
So he's the second guy. Then.
If I can, I got you a little present. Hopefully I can get it. Okay, there it is. It kind of looked like Lauren. I don't know. It's got a little heart on it. It's a little gold bar.
I love it.
You like it?
I actually really love it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I was hoping we'd get it on.
No, that's great. Do you want to help me get it on?
Yeah, I'll do it. She made me this friendship bracelet the first day, and that meant a lot to me. It's actually red, white, and blue, so kind of American in Texas. And she wears one that's red and white for Canada. So okay, I want to get her something like that too. I didn't want to get her a ring because obviously that could come across a little bit differently. So
I like this guy.
I thought a necklace is pretty good.
I'm a simp.
Looked like a
My favorite thing about Johnny.
Did you see that?
Replay.
Let me see if I can not totally fuck it up. Here we go.
I think it was just awkward.
Hold on. Where were we?
in Texas, and she wears one that's like red and white for Canada. So like, okay, I want to get her something like that too. I didn't want to get her a ring because obviously that could come across a little bit differently. So I thought a necklace was pretty good.
Right here. Whoa! I think that's just awesome.
My favorite thing about
She looked like she was making a
is
move.
that he honestly is so kind. Like, he talks about all the guys on my team who are like his competition, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like Jake is such a great guy, or Devin is, he's so awesome.
This guy is smart.
It's just,
You don't talk shit about other men. That just shows how insecure you are.
he's like, we really do have a great team, and I'm glad I'm on it. Like, he's just so nice to everyone, and I really appreciate that.
Oh my god! That was a treat, Chris.
This sounds like it's gonna get us claimed.
The awkward tension.
The tension. Oh!
B looks uninterested
What
there.
a move by this guy. What's his name? The Canadian guy?
I don't remember.
What a move. He's making moves. Yeah, they are not really feeling each other. And Ellie is like, seems like she's surprisingly feeling it.
This is not what I anticipated.
I needed a little bit more. If I'm
dancing again. Ah, B.
Sorry. I don't know why I keep unpausing it in hopes that I don't want to miss the dialogue if there is any. They didn't have these big long montages
They
in
have
the last
to do the
season.
montages.
Yeah, they have to add filler, I guess. Ambiance.
Oh, there's Remy.
Remy! Oh, Remy gets brought into the blanket.
Remy likes Lauren.
We all do, Remy. For real though, fuck fireworks. I do not care about fireworks.
People saying Johnny.
Oh, thank you. I can't see chat. I can't pull it up on the other screen because my keyboard is dead. Click the link in the description for part 2. Why don't you just link it in a card, you weirdos? You know, who am I to tell you how to run your YouTube? Also, I just realized I did color correction on this screen that you're looking at now, but not on the mini version. So we look like extra washed out in that. How's it looking? Is the vibe there?
It's still bright for me, but
It is a little bright. I was just fucking with it before we started. So anyway,
Ellie might just be into the fireworks.
She's like, wow.
This is a YouTube TV show called Provo's Most Eligible. So
it's
it
a
is available
YouTube
to
show,
watch
not
on
a YouTube TV show.
Yes.
So that's fun. Yeah, fireworks fucking suck. Dude, I swear to God, it was the most insane fireworks I've ever seen here in Colorado in my entire life. But we do live in a different town from where I grew up in. The city that we grew up in. Absolutely zero tolerance for fireworks. Sparklers and poppets. I don't even know if you could do sparklers, really. So here...
Nothing.
Here, everybody's doing the goddamn artillery all around us, and it's just a nuisance, in my opinion.
Yes.
But whatever.
Mormon
Spend
dating
your money.
show, modeled after The Bachelor, Bachelorette.
Oh, Mormons.
Yeah, I'm Lauren and Johnny now, 100%.
What is their couple name? Lonnie?
Lonnie.
Lori?
Lori?
Lorne?
Lorne.
Lorne and Johnny.
I like that. I was feeling B and Kaiten, but apparently she's not.
She's not feeling it.
So.
She regretted not picking the guy.
Deep regret.
The one. So F's in the chat for B and that one dude, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't learn people's names. I don't learn people's names who I don't meet in real life. So
no,
that's just kind of what it is.
I do accept, like, for you guys.
Lonnie.
But, I know this year Jeffco had an app for people to report fireworks. Oh, you're a Coloradan. Jeffco's got an app to snitch?
Dude, I bet Thornton would.
Probably. Smooth AF. Lanny.
Is it Yanny or is it Laurel? We don't know.
Yanny.
It is Lonnie, though. All the way.
Although
I do still like Caleb. I'm still riding for Caleb.
I like Johnny better.
I like Caleb. They're both good. You know? It is what it is.
I said we'd give thoughts on Colleen.
All aboard!
The only way I can describe it is she's messed up, like there's like, oh, maybe I was too involved with my fans and I learned and I did better. And then there's I was sending nudes of another person who did not consent to that to minors. Like, that's a little different.
And then I'm talking shit about them.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to start a
podcast with them.
And don't get me wrong, Trisha Paytas is not,
she's no saint.
She's no
by
saint.
Any means.
However, it is never okay to buy someone's material off OnlyFans and then distribute it to somebody else without their consent.
That is
especially
copyright
minors.
infringement.
It is copyright infringement. And Trisha knows that.
And illegal.
Because she took down Trishyland on Reddit for same thing. Copyright.
Oh, really? I thought it was a moderation issue, but
it was both.
Oh, man.
I think I messaged Jordan the day the video came out. Yes, somebody did and was like, she has the ukulele before I watched it. And I was like, you're fucking joking right now. There's no way. But her Snark sub had it right from the very beginning. She did the song because then she can claim everyone. I just spilled all over myself. Which is actually, like, very fucking smart. I mean, like, I'll give her that.
Well,
she's conniving,
not only did she do that, I'm almost positive she monetized that video.
Probably, and it has 10 million views on it. Like, right now,
one of her all-time bangers is like the laughingstock of the internet right now. But she's getting paid, so joke's on us. And then she's copyright claiming all of these people who reacted to this video.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all ad revenue sharing with her now.
And it's on Apple Music.
Her fucking career is as dead as it gets. Dead in the water, nail in the coffin. It's over.
But it's
holy
cash grab
shit,
time.
it is cash grab time for real.
It's money grubbing time.
It is wackadoodle time, baby. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now
she's just gonna claim a bunch of people, and she's claimed like the drama accounts, and I'm assuming she's claimed the small creators. But her dumbass also claimed Ethan Klein.
Yeah,
of H3, and that is the biggest fucking mistake I can think of.
Jordan was talking about it. She was like, has she not heard of Ryan Kavanaugh and the beef that Ethan has with Ryan Kavanaugh?
Like, he will make her into a Ryan if necessary.
Years in the fucking making.
Years.
Yeah.
Like, he will go goblin mode. Like, he does not care. He will pull lawyers. He will put a team together. He gives no shits at this point, and I am so here for it. I would love for him to take down her stupid bullshit, and I'm surprised it took her this long to cancel her tour, honestly.
Oh my god. And the way that it just like continually got worse as people were like sharing things, oh man, every time I was like, this has to be the worst thing she's done, and then something worse would get put up, and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on with this woman?
Maybe it's because I'm an anxious person, but I think about her and these horrible, awful things that she's done, and she knows it's wrong, and she knows that. But after like all of these years, like, I would wake up every day in so much anxiety that somebody would share that information. Somebody would leak DMs. Someone would screenshot text messages. Like, I would live in absolute anxiety every day.
How did she go on for so long?
She has no conscience.
And she just kept doing stuff. She was like, apparently at one point, she was like, nobody's said anything. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. The day of reckoning always comes for people who do bad things on the internet.
And you don't get to hide the whole... There's always this discourse behind people being like, oh, they're playing a character. You cannot hide behind a character forever. When you're doing real world bad things, you cannot pin that on a character.
No.
That's what you are doing.
And it's a real cheap shot to like have that be your shield for accountability, that you just blame it on, oh, well, that was Miranda. Like, no, it was you.
It's not like a demon has possessed your body and you had no control over your actions or anything like that. It's you. Sorry.
Someone who worked on her Netflix show came out and said she said some super racist stuff. That's unsurprising.
Oh, yeah. Didn't she say that it has to be in line with the setting, so we can't have very many black people in the background or whatever.
That just sounds like racism to me.
Like, bro. Know at any given moment she was just dying to say the N-word.
Plus, she's a family vlogger.
Yeah,
which I have, like, zero respect for anyway.
Double ick.
So, like, she couldn't be monetizing more things at this point. Like, she's not going to lose out on money. She's been a very famous, rich YouTuber for a long time.
The bets were already hedged.
She's fine. She will probably be fine based on everything that she's done so far and royalties and everything else. But, like, she'll be fine. This is just consequences of your own actions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, that's our thoughts on Colleen. Before all of this came out, I doubt Jen is still in here, but before all of this came out, like when people were just hearing whisperings of this, I think it was somebody had asked Jen about it and Jen said something to me. And so I was giving her, because I've been in Colleen Bellinger Snark on Reddit for a while. And so I was giving Jen the rundown of like all these things that she's done, like all this horrible shit. And that was before like 90% of this even came out. Like before then. And so it's only gotten exponentially worse since she and I had that conversation.
Julia says, oh, she also said she wouldn't ever be stupid enough to be caught saying the N-word. Oh my God. Not stupid enough for that, but stupid enough to be very obviously grooming minors and doing extremely inappropriate things on stage with kids. Like,
Christine, I did see those annotations because H3 pointed it out, but that is amazing. I'll have to go look at those.
What were you talking about?
Annotations on the song on Genius. Yeah, it's really sad for her kids, for sure. That piece of it is like depressing because, you know, and I can empathize on one level because she's absolutely getting fucking demolished by the internet right now, and I can absolutely empathize with, you know, the fact that it would be a lot to have the internet kind of come after you. But it is kind of consequence of my own actions. It's warranted. And we're not on here being like, you know, she should kill herself or anything nasty like that. It's just like, this is just unfortunately what it is.
Yeah, when you build up a whole, like your entire life is based off the internet. If you have not learned how things work on the internet, I'm sorry.
You have a big platform.
It's kind of your own fault.
It's the double-edged sword of being that famous is, you know, every move is watched, every conversation has the opportunity to turn into a scandal if it is scandalous. You know, like all of these things, it's just so interesting. Like It comes with the territory.
Yes, the JoJo thing. I saw that. I was like, are you fucking for real right now?
James, I didn't think you guys would still be in here. James said, Jen and I are fried basically all the time, so Jordan is the only lifeline we have left to pop culture.
Fried all the time.
Hey, I'm not a diehard, but I do go. I can go feral for a good blind item sometimes. So
that's true. Anyway, we've got this queso upstairs waiting to get demolished, so I think that is where we're gonna end things. Again, if you wanted to see tomorrow's episode early, go check it out. It's up for the patrons and the members right now.
YouTube members, it's ready for you. Patrons, it's ready for you. No ads.
Hell yeah.
Just straight up
Any
ready for you.
Join up.
Do you guys want the tea on who we reacted to?
Who wants the tea?
Who wants the tea?
It's a crossover episode, by the way.
It's a crossover episode. One person we've never talked about before.
It ended up being way longer than I thought it was.
How long is it?
Like an hour 20.
Oh my god, that's longer than I thought it would be.
It's funny too because we went on for like 10 minutes not realizing that our screen recording had stopped. so I cut 10 minutes of runtime out of it.
Ugh.
Oh, it's good. I love this queso. I go goblin mode for this stupid
queso.
Yeah, the Qdoba queso. Anyway, we love you all. You're amazing.
Hey, people asked for the tea.
Oh, for the tea? Who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, we're bringing back a favorite. Not a favorite, but an old one. And I'm talking about content, not age. The transformed wife, Lori Alexander,
I was gonna say age.
Was a guest on Pearl Davis's channel, Just Pearly Things, who was recently made famous for being a total idiot and not having any talking points when she went up against Ethan Klein on H3.
She's being called
We're name dropping all the time.
The female Andrew Tate. And her whole thing is she says that women shouldn't be able to vote and women shouldn't be able to get divorced.
Divorce should be illegal.
Divorce should be illegal and abortion should be illegal. And she's like...
No women in the workforce or anything like that.
It was maddening.
Yeah.
Watching that video.
So this is just the first part of it.
She is unhinged.
If everybody wants to see more of it, we'll react to more. There was other unhinged shit that they talked about later on.
Lori got a little obnoxious about the fact that
she's Catholic.
Pearl is Catholic and not Christian.
Yeah.
A good Christian woman like Lori. So that's the video. It's very interesting. It's very cringy. McKay and I make it funny, at least.
Oh, there was some good laughs.
We make it very funny and tolerable so that you can be in the know without having to
be of the know.
Jump out a building. So
be in the know without being of the know.
So there you go.
Anyway, everybody, we love you.
Come join the chat tomorrow if you'd like.
Come join tomorrow. It'll be up. This will be up as always. We will see you next time and good night.
Good night.